feels like a do or die moment. I've already done this too many times to even be too worried about it. Don't worry about nothing else and start boxing.
Ready? Here we go. What's up, brother? Just on the ground, you got clowns out here asking me what my intentions are today. Bro, I'm trying to train. I'm locked in.
What?
So that's boxing at its finest right there.
I see perfection, and I'm telling you, it's dangerous for the other guy because I see that he's a complete boxer. I told you yesterday that he was talking about his body structure, you know, what it means to him, and now he knows that this is the way he has to be going into the ring. I've never heard that before. So I told him, you know what, that's a breakthrough. This is like, it makes you now a complete fighter.
Can you have like, the song's called Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven, but like really like, I can't really hear it. But
Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven, just like very faint.
Yeah. Speaking right by the ring corner, so.
Pivot out. Block lead.
It feels like a do-or-die moment for Ryan Garcia, but this isn't the first time he has faced enormous pressure. Garcia remains confident that he has already experienced enough major moments to know how to block out the...
Even when you don't want to work, you got to work, you know what I mean? So definitely saying Ryan today definitely gave me juice to get in there.
Noise, stay focused, and simply step into the ring and box. His mindset heading into the Conor Benn showdown is clear. Forget the distractions, stay locked in, and let the work speak for itself. Inside the gym, Garcia...
Look at this guy. Who is this guy? I don't even know this guy.
Always right.
Always right.
Yeah,
Always right there. We ready?
Yeah, we ready.
For this camp, we've been keeping it pretty with the same kind of pattern. You know, we wake up around 8:30, and then head to the, you know, strength and conditioning gym. We lift weights, we do, you know, conditioning drills, sprints, all that stuff. Then we take a minor, you know, 10-minute break, and then we head to, you know, boxing.
Garcia's team believes they are seeing something special. His coaches have described him as looking more complete, more disciplined, and more comfortable with the physical and technical demands of elite.
Make sure that the body feels right and that we are strong. Keep that pace. Keep that pace. 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds.
Attaboy. Perfect.
Boxing. The focus is no longer simply on speed and knockout power. Garcia is working toward becoming a complete fighter who can control distance, create angles, defend.
Despite those resounding victories, a perhaps unfair perception nags at Garcia that he lacks an edge, that he's wholesome. For his opponent, that's enough to question Garcia's mettle. Even his good looks draw doubters. To them, he's little more than a pretty face.
I don't even know if I should take that as a, you know, a diss or a compliment. Thank you, I guess, but I'm gonna come whoop your ass. I'm here to get nasty, and I'm coming at you. And
himself and maintain his explosiveness deep into a fight. One of the most interesting developments surrounding Garcia's preparation is the reported training environment involving Gervonta Davis. The former rival sharing a training atmosphere has attracted plenty of attention, especially...
I'm a brave soul, you know. I'm a brave soul, and I'm somebody that you could trust to always speak up with injustices and try to be the best leader I could possibly be, admit my wrongs, but also, you know, fight for what I believe in.
As Garcia prepares for one of the biggest challenges of his career against Conor Benn. For the people around him, simply seeing Garcia in the gym has become a source of motivation. His training camp is built around consistency, beginning with early mornings and moving into strength and conditioning work before the boxing sessions. Garcia's team has been...
What you put in is just as important. I was just so used to just being like a superhuman almost and just never getting affected by anything I put in my body. But I think as I got older, I started realizing, like, you know, I got to start paying attention to now what I'm putting in.
He could maintain for hours if he needed. His core is shredded. He's absolutely in the best shape of his life, and it's shown with making very hard things look easy in the gym.
I really paid attention to what I was putting in my body and how it was affecting me in sparring, affecting me in training. So it's really been a journey this camp, and I really dialed in on that, and that's really taken me to the next level.
Using weight training, conditioning drills, sprint work, and explosive exercises to make sure his body is prepared for the physical demands of fight night. The goal isn't just to look stronger. Every exercise is designed to help Garcia maintain his speed, power, balance, and endurance when the intensity rises. Inside the ring. His preparation has also placed a major emphasis on recovery and nutrition. Garcia has acknowledged that as he has become older and more experienced, he has learned the importance of paying attention to exactly what he puts into his body and how it affects his performance during sparring and training. That increased attention to nutrition
Thirty-three rounds, good, solid.
and recovery appears to have become an important part of his current camp. The result is a fighter who looks physically sharp, powerful, and highly conditioned. Garcia's team believes he is entering this fight in some of the best shape of his career, with his improved physical preparation allowing him to make difficult training sessions look almost effortless.
I'm gonna be prepared because every day I've been doing this and everything's been consistent. It's almost like getting your homework done. Like, you got your homework done, you've been studying, you have not you've been at every class, and it's like, all right, I'm not that nervous. Like, still got a little like, ooh, but all right, if the question comes, I'm gonna be there to answer it. Like, I've already done this too many times to even be too worried about it. Don't worry about nothing else and start boxing.
At the same time, Garcia is continuing to develop one of the most dangerous weapons in his arsenal, his punching power. Heavy bag sessions have shown him sitting down on his punches, putting his entire body behind his combinations, and working on generating maximum force without sacrificing speed. His explosive power could become a...
Wait, so I got mouthpiece?
No, you're good.
Wait, what?
Calm down. Beautiful. All right, JC. Gotta break the momentum. He's on you. You got 10 seconds.
despite major factor against Ben, particularly if Garcia can land cleanly while moving backward or countering an aggressive attack. Speed has always been one of Garcia's biggest advantages, but against Ben, accuracy, timing, and discipline may be equally important. Ben is expected to bring pressure and aggression, meaning Garcia cannot afford to switch off or remain stationary for too long. Defensive work has therefore become another important part of his preparation. Garcia has been drilling head movement, slips, blocks, pivots, footwork, and counterpunching techniques designed to help him avoid.
I don't have to switch. I just go here. Go.
Remember, you're going forward right here, Jason. Stop going back. Go. Stay right there and then go back. Go forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward.
Oh, shit.
Now you gotta be smart.
Incoming shots while immediately creating opportunities to fire back. The ability to defend without sacrificing his offense could determine the entire rhythm of the fight. Garcia has repeatedly expressed confidence in his preparation, comparing the process to having his homework completed before an important exam. He believes that because he has trained consistently every day, followed his routine, and prepared for different scenarios, there is no
So if you want to that, you go get it. Here, reflex, stop.
Oh, what up? Ooh, parry one. Good.
No reason to panic when the big moment arrives. His philosophy is simple. The preparation is already done, so when the bell rings, it's time to box. That confidence was on display during one of Garcia's recent sparring sessions with Jason. After taking it relatively easy during the opening stages, Garcia began increasing the pace and allowing his hands to go. Suddenly, the difference in speed, timing, and experience became impossible to miss. Garcia fired rapid combinations, moved smoothly around the ring, and controlled the exchanges with sharp punches and intelligent movement. Despite the intensity, the sparring remained lighthearted and respectful, giving fans an entertaining. Glimpse into Garcia's preparation. Jason continued to show toughness and determination, but Garcia was able to dictate the pace and control the exchanges with crisp combinations, fast footwork, and defensive awareness. For Ryan, the session wasn't about proving anything against his sparring partner. It was another opportunity to sharpen his timing, stay active, test his reactions, and continue building momentum toward the Ben fight. Garcia has also been spending considerable time working on the right hand that he believes could become a major difference maker against Ben. Whether he is working the pads, hitting the heavy bag, or sparring, the objective remains the same. Make the punch faster, more accurate, and more difficult to see coming. His hand speed and timing have been obvious throughout camp, and Garcia appears determined to capitalize on even the smallest defensive mistake Benn makes. As the fight approaches, however, some questions have been raised about
Ryan. He's very talented, and when he's focused, he can beat everybody.
Do you think he wins that fight?
I know Conor too, and I like Conor too. But I think Ryan is a special fighter.
HT Canelo Alvarez has offered a much more positive assessment of Garcia's abilities. The former champion has repeatedly described Ryan as a special fighter with exceptional natural talent, speed, and power. Canelo believes that when Garcia is fully focused, he has the ability to compete with and defeat anyone. At the same time, Canelo recognizes that Conor Benn is a dangerous opponent.
I know you sparred Conor Benn. How did that go? And they're in a potential talk with fight with Ryan Garcia. How do you think that fight will go down?
I think that fight, based off of how Ryan Garcia just looked in his last fight, I mean, it looks like he beats Conor Benn. Conor Benn has a style that matches what Ryan is good. You know, the style clash favors Ryan Garcia because of his speed, because of his power from the outside. So definitely a tough fight for Conor Benn. Again, based off of Ryan's last fight, I would say 60-40. Ryan Garcia wins that fight, possibly KO, but Conor is very, very tough, and that's what I already knew about him, but I got to see it firsthand when we sparred. He's much more versatile than we saw in the first fight with Eubank. Comes back in a rematch against Eubank. We see the versatility, we see the speed, the foot movement, and things of that nature. Those were the things that I saw in sparring when I sparred with him, just 4 easy rounds or whatever, which let me know that he could beat Chris. The first fight, I said, man, he just was hyped up. He got caught up in the moment. The second fight, he comes back, and as most of us would, I would have come back much different in the second fight with Kell Brook. You know, you kind of learn some things about your opponent, and you see their speed, their power, and you're more ready for it in the second one.
Opponent with his own strengths, aggression, and punching power. That makes the matchup particularly intriguing because both fighters have the ability to change a fight with one explosive sequence. Sean Porter has also backed Garcia in the matchup. Having personally shared several rounds of sparring with Benn, Porter believes the style matchup favors Garcia because of Ryan's speed and ability to generate power from the outside. Porter suggested that Garcia could have roughly a 60-40 advantage and even predicted a possible knockout, although he emphasized that Benn is extremely tough and more versatile than many people initially realized. Porter's experience sparring with Benn gave him a closer look at the British fighter's movement, speed, physical strength, and ability to adapt. According to Porter, Benn showed qualities that were not always visible in his earlier performances, making him a much more dangerous opponent than his critics might expect. Kell Brook has also leaned toward Garcia while acknowledging the threat Benn presents. Brook believes Benn can fight, has serious ability, and is capable of making the contest extremely competitive. However, Brook sees Garcia's speed and devastating punching power as major advantages. He believes Ryan has the kind of explosive ability that can rescue him from difficult moments, particularly if he finds the right opening and lands cleanly. The discussion around this fight extends beyond the boxing itself. Conor Benn has
been goading Ryan for ages. He's been calling for this fight. He's been wanting this fight. Ryan really hasn't engaged, although we knew this fight was going to happen. As soon as the WBC put Conor Benn as... Did they put him as mandatory, or did they rank him number 1? So they're slightly different, those two things. But as soon as they did that anyway, we knew it was just a case of, okay, how are they going to work this out from Ryan's perspective with Golden Boy and DAZN? And I feel like they've come to an agreement. I haven't read too much about how this fight's going to play out in terms of broadcast, but I did read something that DAZN have UK and Ireland rights. And I'm guessing that in America, it's going to be, I don't know, Ring Magazine Zuffa. I know that sounds a bit strange, but I do think everyone is going to try and get a slice of the pie in order for this fight to be made. And that's what's happened. As for the fight, I know a lot of you probably won't be too happy with Conor Benn getting this opportunity, but Ryan didn't deserve the opportunity when he fought Barrios.
Building his
Let's
profile
not forget, Ryan's
and
fight
calling for major
Barrios with Rolly
opportunities.
Romero.
and his recent appearances have helped him become increasingly familiar to American boxing fans. His fights with Chris Eubank Jr. generated significant attention, and even his performances in defeat earned him respect from sections of the boxing community because of his willingness to compete at a high level and fight through adversity. His growing presence in the American market
and his next fight is a world title fight. So neither are probably deserving of the opportunities given to them, but don't take away from the fact that that doesn't mean it's not a big fight. This is an enormous fight. It really is. Conor Benn is well known now to the American market. Obviously, Ryan's a superstar over there, and I think it will be a good fight as well. What Conor Benn has done in terms of selling himself to the American market, signing with Zuffa's helped. It has, right? He's been in spaces now where the American sort of fight audience are starting to get to know him. I still believe that Shakur Stevenson-Teofimo Lopez fight where Shakur almost calls Conor into the ring, Conor obliges. That's helped in terms of grow his audience in America. And the Eubank fights have as well. I think he got a lot of respect, especially for the first Eubank fight. It's weird. He got more respect for the loss than the win. That's the way I've taken it. He got a lot of respect for the first fight with Eubank. He came out to America, I think, the week after. It got Fight of the Year as well, and I think that award was given to him in America. So the American audience knows who Conor Benn